What's up, guys? Winter Kills here. We got some exciting news. The ban list has officially updated. I got a text from my friend saying that it's been updated, and here I am dropping everything, getting this video out to you guys. I've looked at a few things. This is the EU website, by the way, because the TCG, the NA version, has not updated yet. I don't know why this one's always first to update. You think they'd update maybe at the same time? I don't know. But we're looking at this one first because I don't think the other one has updated yet. You see there it says last updated April 23rd, 2019. And the next list after this, we know earlier than July 1st, 2019. Yeah, so April, May, June, July. So another couple months will pass with this current list that we now have here. So scrolling through here, I was very surprised to find that the first ban card that we would see is actually Summon Sorceress being banned. Now, personally, I didn't really think this card deserved the fate that it has, but going forward, this card opens up too many problems for a lot of decks. It just opens up a lot of really busted combos. Unfortunately, there are some decks that, like some lower tier decks, that play this card that will suffer because of it, but again, at the end of the day, you really can't use that as an excuse for this card to not be banned. Unfortunately, the actions at the top affect the actions, everybody else at the bottom. Is it fair? Really, it's a discussion for another type of video, but I think this is a healthy hit. Summon Source is not a healthy card to begin with, and I think having it go to 0 is a good idea. Now moving on here, we have the number 95 Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon being banned. This is a card I feel like a lot of people have been wanting banned for quite some time, because apparently the Gandora FTK after Dark Neostorm is completely TCG legal, and getting rid of this card, I believe, solves that problem. The Gandora FTK was a very disgusting FTK that existed in the OCG for quite some time, that I was told, based on rulings, couldn't exist in the TCG, but apparently it can now. Luckily, we completely avoided that, to begin with. That's great. I'm glad. I didn't want to go through another format of FTKs, so I'm just happy they just said, you know what? Let's not even have it be a problem. Let's just hit it right now. Call it quits right there. So that's nice to see. And then moving forward, the Phantom Knights rank up Magic launch. Rejoice! I knew it was coming. It's only a matter of time, and now it's actually here. I told you guys. Rank up Magic launch made the most sense. No more ranking up at Azthoth. No more ranking up into VFD. No more ranking up into Caliuga. Stop that nonsense, alright? Stop it. It's over. Take the Orcus engine out of every other deck now. Let Orcus be its own thing. I mean, you can probably still play Orcus in other decks. There's probably still going to be people that do that. That's fine. I don't care. This was obnoxious. This was just really bad. It was a problem, and they listened. So it is now gone off the playing field, essentially. Now, limited here. 2 limited cards here. We have Lady Debug, so that's obviously a slight hit to the Salaman Greats. I was expecting maybe Gazelle to go to 2. But Debug is just a consistency hit. The deck still has all of its possible plays. It's just a consistency hit, which I think is fair. It's not like they hit Sunlight Wolf to 1. It's not like they hit, Gazelle to 1, like a serious, like, slow down hit. This is just like, you have 1 Debug. You have your 1 Rhoda, essentially, especially with Cyber's Mining. That boosts this deck consistency a lot more. But now that Debug is at 1, it kind of like counteracts that consistency boost and kind of keeps it at a level playing field. So that's nice. And then Phantom Skyblaster going to 1. So this kind of reminds me of like Scapegoat, how they hit Scapegoat to 1. It's just a token generator. But it's sort of a random token generator. Sometimes this card gets you 1 token, sometimes it gets you a ton of tokens. It can produce up to 2, 3 tokens, depending on what your field already looks like upon normal summon. And this sucks because I just updated, my Pure Mech Knight deck just keeps getting shit on because it just has to use cards like this in order to work. And now that Phantom Skyblast is at 1, I don't know, it's not too big of a deal for Pure Mech Knight. I just have to throw in 2 more cards. I'm still going to play the 1 Phantom Skyblaster. Although I do need to change some cards around now. I think it's hilarious how the last time I wanted to update it, Brilliant got hit to 1, Grinder Golem banned, now Phantom Sky Blaster's at 1. Like, what's next? My pure Mech Knights. Poor pure Mech Knights, man. Oh well. I'm sure we'll live. And then, Limited. This is big. This is the first Sky Striker hit we've had since Hornet Drone's going to 1. Kagari joining the list at 1. I think that's a pretty solid hit. I had mentioned this as possibly being a hit because I don't think hitting Engage is the correct way to go. Although I was like, you know, if you hit Engage, it's definitely going to be a hit to consistency. But I don't know, especially like Kagari. Like, Kagari just keeps adding those cards back. So this really slows that down. This really puts emphasis on like recycling that Kagari. And if that one Kagari, after it gets into it, gets called by it, you lose a pretty important tool in your arsenal. So I think that's a pretty balanced hit. Now, I don't know what other change. I haven't looked, you know, past like these hits right here. So Kagari being limited. So far, we've had a couple cards banned, and we have 3 cards banned. 3 cards banned so far. 3 cards banned. A couple cards limited. All right, and that looks like it's yeah, just Kagari, and then we come down here, Super Polymerization, semi-limited, or yeah, semi-limited now. Wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where is? Am I missing something? Limited. Okay, I don't see. Why is El Shaddai Construct still limited? Okay, that doesn't really make any sense. Why is Deep Sea Diva still... Okay, whatever, it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I guess Super Polymerization to 2 now. This card's actually kind of annoying, but I guess it's fine that they bring it back to 2. It's not really making too much of an impact right now. Anyways, and Miscellaneous Sorceress to 3. I know somebody who's going to be happy about that. All you Dino players get to rejoice. Hopefully you'll get your Lithosgasm back to 1 soon. Because I think Lithosgasm could come back to 1, like, no problem. I think that would just help the deck out a little bit. Yes, is VFD a pain in the ass? Yes, but we have cards like Chalice and Permanence, Gamma Seals, all that good stuff to help get rid of that card. Because it's usually like a pretty, like, you know, like this is all I'm relying on to win type card, and if you get rid of it, well, then you got me sort of thing. But yeah, Miscellaneous Sorceress is now back to 3. That's awesome. That's great. I think Dino players have needed this for a long time. I think this is past due. But I'm just really sad to see that Construct is still at 1. Unicorn staying at 1. It looks like also Shurit also staying at 1. I think that's fine for now. I don't think you want to give Necroz too much power because it is a very, very strong deck. A lot of the Zodiac stuff staying at 1. Saryuja is still at 3. That's what I've also just realized. Saryuja has not gotten hit. That's kind of upsetting, but I guess when we take into account the fact that Phantom Sky Blaster is now at 1, I know a lot of Danger's Thunder Dragon, like Guard Dragon decks were playing Phantom Sky Blaster at 3. And it was a very, very powerful card, so that being at 1 now will probably hit some consistency with that deck, hit its power ceiling, if you will. So that's a slight hit to that as well. A lot of the degenerate decks that were abusing the PK engine with the rank up spell have been greatly diminished to pretty much nothing now that they don't have that win con. You can't rank up into the 1 Dark Rebellion Xyz now or whatever. It's just something we're gonna have to deal with for the sake of the, you know, bettering the community as a whole. Like, it sucks for people that actually use that card in, like, I guess it's not the correct way, but you know, what the card's like theme is actually meant for, like ranking up the Dark Rebellion into the other Dark Rebellion, the bigger one. I'm not entirely sure. It has to be like ranked up with like no materials to get its effect or something. Yeah, so I don't know. That kind of sucks, but again, it's just better for the game as a whole. Nobody has to just sit to an auto-lose combo if they don't have the right hand trap, and, you know, that's just nice to see. Dark Matter, that's running in FTK. This card sucks anyways for Galaxy, Photon Galaxy, so I could not care less if it was banned. I would never play this card in Photon Galaxy, so get rid of it. This does hurt some Blue Eyes decks, yes, but again, if it prevents an FTK, like, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. You know, you really can't do anything about that. Summon Sorceress. This is a preventative hit, I think. This will stop a lot of nonsense in the future. This card hurts some decks, but it's a give and take, right? It's something we won't be complaining about months later when it should have been, you know, like, banned now, and then we'll be complaining it like months later that it should have been banned at this point, but luckily it actually has been banned. So Sky Striker taking a bit of a hit, Salaman Great taking a bit of a hit, Danger Thunder taking a bit of a hit, whether you want to believe it or not, with that Phantom Sky Blaster hit, which is nice. So a little bit of everything here, just small little changes. Super Poly going to 2. This is kind of a help out to a lot of rogue decks, like zombie decks get a little extra consistency with their Super Poly being able to just suck up entire fields under Zombie World. That should be great since I just absolutely love playing against zombies. It's so much fun, let me tell you. Then Dino's getting a boost, of course. So I don't think I'm missing anything else. Going back to my old ban list video that I talked about. Oh, I talked about Beatrice possibly getting bumped back, you know, to 2. That didn't happen. I talked about the BA guys probably going back. That didn't happen. You know, I think they would at least help out BA in some way, shape, or form because of the release of Cherubini, or maybe with now the release of the Mermail Link, they'd bring Diva back to 2. Looks like they didn't do that. Yeah, I guess that is what it is. Not really a whole lot changed, but the changes made are pretty good. Maxi's still staying banned. I don't think we can have Blooming Dogwood and Maxi and No Material legal all in the same format. I think that would just be a little too much. I think it, like, Maxi would fix a lot of problems, yes, but, like, it's just getting too crowded at this point. There's so many other really good hand traps that are just, you know, butting heads with each other. I don't think you need Maxi to come into the equation and just sort of, like, throw everything off. Rulers all still at 1. You know, maybe with number 95 being banned, this gives actually the Rulers kind of a hope for coming back in the near future. So if you don't have Rulers, I'd probably pick them up, because I think one of the main cards that was keeping them from coming back, period, was Galaxy Eyes Dark Matter Dragon. Now that that's gone for other reasons, could open up, you know, some possibilities. I'm not saying it's actually going to happen, but it could open up some possibilities. Again, I'm still, like, really sad to see Saryuja didn't go to 1. I think that would have made this list pretty much pitch perfect for me. It is a solid list. It'll be nice to have, you know, not play against super consistent, you know, Salaman Great decks. Yeah, I think it's all around a good balance. Thunder Dragons didn't really get hit too much, but I guess they kind of did because of Phantom Sky Blaster. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Ban list season is here. Some change, finally some change, which is great. Always great to have change, whether, I guess, good or bad. I don't know. Change is good, I guess. However, it depends on how you want to look at it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Join Discord. Follow me on Twitch. We'll be testing a new list next week when I start streaming again on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. We'll love to have you there. We'll be testing the new list, obviously, because it should be legal then. What date does this go into effect? Effective from the 29th. So this is not effective for another 6 days. Okay, that's interesting. So yeah, we should be able to test this new list live, and yeah, hopefully I see you guys there. Again, link to my Twitch down in the description below if you want to follow that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, WinnerKill signing out. We'll see you guys in the next one. Man, I am so happy they banned Rank Up Magic Launch. That is just great, man. So pumped for that.